Dr. Deo Nsamba, a researcher in the field of environment, but using art. I have worked for a number of years in the field of education. First, I started in Mpumba University, where I had my master's and then my PhD. And later on, I was uplifted to go to Kabaale University. My specialty and love for photography came in as a result of an interest in preserving nature. I preserved nature through using photographs, through using sculpture. You can even use painting, depending on your interest and the style you use. So I decided today to put up a photographic exhibition showing the power of photography in sensitizing the public is so great. You just need to take a shot, and then later when you go home, you can edit and see what you can add or remove, since we are in the era of technology. In art, basically in photography, this would be one field which you could emulate and take on, because the interest you have as a freelance, as a skill in photography, can be reflected back into your work. The more you practice, the more you love for the shots, the more perfect your output. Let it be in any other field. The more you paint, the more you draw, the more you perform the sculpture works, the better the trend of your output. So, coming back to my exhibition today, which you will have to see piece by piece, which have been taken shots of, I have a feel that much of the wildlife out there has been destroyed through poaching, through deforestation. We are losing a lot of forests in Uganda, basically, because my catalog I have made is looking at how can photography help in sensitizing the public. One, for the shots I took when I went to Entebbe Education Center, can one who comes to my exhibition look at my work, make sense out of every piece of work up there that has been put within the exhibition? Can this person go out there and have a recycle, a memory on the meaning of the exhibition displayed in Graceland Hotel and Gallery? So my aim here, why I put up this exhibition, though it is academic, it is focusing the interest, bringing the public near to the wildlife. Many of these animals are going to disappear. You will not see them in the next 20 decades plus, very many of them. That lion which I had put on the first placement within the door entry, it was picked young, it grew, and it died within the same environment. Don't you think it was deprived of its life out there in the open? My bringing this photograph, the best thing about photography is that we have instant plates immediately. And these ones, you don't need, something comes out exactly the way it looks. So the power of photography to sensitize the public was brought to this exhibition, basically to emulate the public, those that came and saw, Two, for those people who are artists to come in and see where the photos of value, were they really portraying what the artist had in mind for the public. Therefore, as an activist for wildlife, I looked at some of the animals within this zoo, Entebbe Zoo, and brought them out from where they live, from their cagings, to the public. I'm putting on this globe, the face mask, because we are in the coronavirus era. Andrew, the photographer, is documenting me. And because photography is wide, a technique that can keep work for years, this is one way in which memories are kept to recall that in the years of 2020, 2019, that's why even the COVID-19 came. We have a documentation of the virus. Now that is, the man has been hunting the wildlife is coming to hunt man. And there is no cure for now. The cure that is there, maybe a vaccine that would be made, we are yet to receive. My exhibition, as I wind up, is calling for one thing to the public. Can we conserve our environment? Can we conserve the wild animals? They look far, but they are part of our ecosystem. If we lose them, we shall also be endangering our lives in one way or another. Therefore, my encouragement of using photography was one way in which whoever as an artist out there could emulate and push the call for further spreading of the news of the word, the conservation of the wildlife. Today I'm using photography, but anyone out there could have any other way of portraying wildlife in the verge of its collapse, wildlife in its extinct. We shouldn't lose wildlife, we should save it, we should love it for the world.